construction,
By scaffolding, you mean
like
during construction?
Yeah. During construction, they got a bunch of bamboo, took like twine, I don't even know what they used, but it looked like twine, and wrapped them together. They were just like how you tie your shoes. That's it. That was what was holding them together. And then these buildings are freaking ginormous. This is all bamboo. This is all scaffolding, so they can build the building. And then what holds the scaffolding to the wall is this little mesh thing that you would use to like keep bugs out. And that's it.
Hold on one moment.
I'm sorry.
I love the energy. Devin, I like the energy matching, but your eye gaze looks to me to be at the floor. I'm not sure who you're supposed to be looking at, but your eye gaze is not here. Okay, so get the eye gaze. Oh, there, we'll try. Okay.
I forgot to include a picture, so I'm gonna email it to myself really fast so I can show you at the end. Use the thingy with your phone. Oh, God, you're so smart. Okay. So, where do you need me to go back to?
The mesh.
The mesh. Okay. So the thing holding the bamboo to the building is this green mesh thing that you would use to keep bugs out of like a tent or something. And like that was it. And people would be climbing up on this thing. And they're so freaking, I just like couldn't believe it. It's bamboo, like it's breakable. Like, I don't know, that was so crazy to me. Okay, so this is the skyline of Hong Kong. They do this thing, I don't know how often, but if you go across the river to this really, really small island.
Macau.
What?
Macau.
Is it Macau? For the light show?
Can you spell
Is
that?
that what you're talking about? Okay.
Can you spell that for me?
Yes, spell. Cow.
M-A-C-A-U or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I didn't even know the name of it. And they do a light show. So all of you can see the buildings are like different colors, and so it's like, and there's like music and stuff like that. And it was really cool. It was super crowded. Was somebody tapping? No. I thought somebody was tapping. It was super crowded. So we were up against the railing, and by the time we were done, I had like a red mark on my stomach from people like pushing me against the railing. Lines don't exist. Lines, I mean, they do exist, but if you leave like space in between you,
Do you mean like lines for?
like people lining up. Okay. It's like, so, because there's just so many people, but if you leave like
Hold on
this.
one second. So you're asking her too many questions. Some of it you just have to make your own decision about. You know, you're like, lines for, use some processing time. Kind of let her get it out, and that'll help you make a picture, but you don't want to keep stopping.
So if you leave like this amount of space in between you and the person in front of you, people will just walk in front of you. Because if you're not directly behind somebody, that means you're not in line. So we found that out very quickly. So there's a place called the Peak, and it overlooks the whole city. So this is before we went up to the Peak. So this is the skyline here. This is the sign at the Peak, and you go up in these little, no wait, just kidding, time out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Peak, right? Did you go there? This is the Peak, right?
This is my presentation.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to give the wrong information. That's the
It's
Peak.
like that landing thing, that's not up.
No, yeah.
To this
We also went to an
little tram
amusement.
thing.
Yeah, that's this thing. We also went to an amusement park that had these things. So I was like, wait, is this the amusement park or is this the Peak? But it's the Peak. It's the
That's not the thing we took. That might be the music.
this is the okay. That's the amusement park. So hold off on that picture. Don't look at it. Okay, so this is the skyline on the ground, and then this is the city at the Peak, and it was very cloudy and foggy when we went up, so that was a little sad, but this is the amusement park. So we went to an amusement park, and when you go in, it's like a zoo, and you can like go see all these different kinds of animals. We saw pandas there at an amusement park. And then they had a stage and like people were performing, and then you take these little things and you go over mountains to the rides. It was terrifying, I hated it. And you fit about 7 people in each, probably 8, but we did 7. So you go over there, and they have roller coasters and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm terrified of clowns. Like, extremely terrified. So, like, I have a panic attack. It's called colorophobia.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
I don't know how to do colorophobia, because that's how you say it. Colorophobia. C-A-U-L? I don't even know how to spell it. It is. Dang. The real thing. I figured this out. So we go over, this whole thing is glass, so you can see out of it. We go over these mountains, and I look over, it's a freaking roller coaster. The entrance is a giant clown. And I was just like, you had to go through the clown's mouth to get onto the roller coaster. Like, that, it was eating me, it ate me, and I couldn't just take it. I couldn't just stay by myself. They wouldn't let me because they didn't want me to get like kidnapped. So they're like, we all want to go on the roller coaster. You have to go. So I'm with my head down like this, and I'm walking like that. And they have to guide me through the people. But remember, you have to be this close to the person in front of you. So my friend Alex had her hands like this and held onto my shirt. So she's pulling me, and I have people pushing me, and I'm just like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. It's the most terrifying thing ever. Oh, goodness. I'm getting flashbacks. My heart's racing.
Can we do that breaking down trip that we'll go?
You what?
So can we do that breaking down trip that we'll go?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, one of the attractions? One of the attractions is Buddha. So it's this giant Buddha statue. So this is what it looks like when you're like walking into it. And then your head comes below that thing. So that's how tall it is. And it's supposed to be really good luck to go and visit it. The bus there was very crowded, so we sat on the stairs. So we didn't want to get lost. Gotta stay together. So that was really cool. On our way there, we passed a cow. And then it walked with us, like almost the whole way.
Take a step back.
Yeah.
To starting to talk about the cow.
Yeah. So on our way there in this bus, there was a cow walking next to us. And it continued to walk with us for a good long while, and then went off into the woods. I thought that was fun. Oh, the food. Okay, so the food was incredible. I don't even like Chinese food. It was incredible.
But it's not really American Chinese. That's.
Oh yeah, this is here. We ain't got nothing. That's Chinese food, okay? So, when you go to a restaurant, they have these giant Lazy Susans, and you fill out a piece of paper of what you want, and you hand it to the waiter, and then they bring everything out on this Lazy Susan, and then you just kind of turn it, and you grab what you want. Why are you laughing? Andrea.
I just love how enthusiastic you are.
This is so fun. So, maybe this is my train of thought. Sorry. So the Lazy Scissors, and you just kind of roll and you get what you want.
Okay, hold on one second. First of all, I'm loving your ethic. I think you're doing great mashing everything, but you are not looking at people.
No, I'm not. I'm trying really hard, and that's like the main thought that's like right here. I'm not looking good.
Yes, I mean, that's like, so I'm like, right, you have to engage with your audience. You have to bring them in so it's some of the excitement or some of the message that we are all getting from hearing it, that they're gonna be missing. Because you're not giving them that engagement, and that you're being heard to an extent, but then you know what I mean, part of it is dropping because you're not having that personal engagement with your audience. That's part of the fun that we're having with her, that they're missing. So, I know it's tough, you know what I mean, because you're like, they're gonna make me lose my thought or make me nervous, but really, that is such an important part of the message, to engage with them.
Yeah, I need like blinders to like stare only here. It's hard.
Okay.
You gotta do that when you're going past a clown.
Hey Kyle,
Bringing
did
it
you
back.
see the movie It?
Nope. Kyle took me to a Halloween store yesterday. I said, do you know what's in a Halloween store? Okay, sorry. Oh, so mad at me. So mad at this. Okay, so the Lazy Susans were so cool. So they had these things. They're super fluffy donut things is the best way to describe them. But they're filled with all kinds of different stuff. So like this was a sweet one, and I think it was lemon. I don't remember. But they had some with shrimp inside of it. It was so good. I think that's sauce for it. I don't remember what that is. This is ostrich meat with a squid ball. I don't know what that means because I didn't eat it.
Come on, you're in China, try it.
Nah. That's weird. I think it's like this kind of thing with squid inside of it. But it just looks, it's ostrich meat. So I don't know. We went to a market and they just had squid tentacles that you could just buy. The top parts were taken off and it's just the tentacles. So that's what's inside of the balls. We went to this hot plate place. I don't remember like what the American name was for it, but you basically pick what you want to go into this almost stew.
Like a ramen.
Like a what?
A ramen.
Yeah. And so you pick what you want to go in it, and then you yourself put it in it, and then this is at the table, so you cook it yourself, but you're at a restaurant. And then you put it in the bowls. So I don't know why we went. We could have just used the hot plate at the school, but it was an adventure, I guess. They use straws and everything. We had to use straws in the Coke cans because one time I drank a Coke, and this lady was just like, I was like, I'm so sorry. And I just put a straw in it. I felt like I don't even know, did the grossest thing ever. And see.
Did you try, which I thought was disgusting, but they all like this milk and this Ovaltine?
No.
You didn't do
No,
milk
our
and
translator,
Ovaltine?
Kim, had it at almost every meal. And I was just like,
They kept trying to give it to me, and I'm like,
no,
oh, thank you.
no.
And then it's oval. We used to have it here in the U.S. so many, but probably y'all are too young, but it's this Ovaltine, you put it in milk, and it's like a powdery. And
They
It
still
makes it
have it
chunky.
here.
they do.
Yeah, at like
Who would
Walmart.
buy this disgusting? But okay, teach his own. It was like this little place, and it had this just on the street, those little food places,
Yeah.
and it had like the best pork chop sandwich ever. So this lady kept trying to give my husband a cup of Ovaltine, and he was trying to say, no, I don't want it. And
They
she was like, it's chocolate, you chocolate. Drink the Ovaltine, you chocolate, you chocolate. I was like, oh my gosh.
They love, yeah. Anybody.
She was screaming.
They don't take no
It
for an
was
answer
loud.
either.
Yes. You chocolate. She kept saying that. I was like, drink the Ovaltine. Drink the Ovaltine.
Drink it so we can
Drink it. Yes.
One of our girls that went, well, I mean, she was a woman, she wasn't a girl, was bigger, and the kids all did this.
Yes.
Every time she walked into the room. And